Hey everyone, I'm Trevor and today we're at Knott's Berry Farm for this guy's first visit. Are you excited, Benjamin? All right, let's get going. And here we are at the Knott's Berry Farm Hotel. We are checking in on Wednesday, June 11th. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon. We're going into the park on Thursday, but I'm just gonna put everything here together. The hotel stay as well as our visit to Knott's Berry Farm. I believe in just one video. No sense in breaking it into two. We've already checked in, I parked my car, and now we're going to go head to our room. Here's a look at their check-in area, the entrance area of their hotel. Beautiful. They've updated everything, remodeled in here. Everything looks great. I'll just switch over here to this area. Everything just looks really nice now. Definitely an upgrade from what we had the last time we were here, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, I believe. And here's our room, but we're not going to spend a crazy ton of time. This is not a hotel review. I'm just literally panning through real quick, letting you take a look at what this looks like, because they have completely renovated their hotel. I just said that. But I mean, all the rooms are different. This looks so much nicer than the last time when we stayed here. Everything was like old and maroon and dark and drab. And this is just so much lighter, so much brighter. I'm really liking the updates here. Let's pop here into the bathroom area. We've got a nice lighted area here into the shower, and still a pretty basic shower. Nothing super fancy here as far as shower goes, but yeah, really nice looking room. No complaints from me. Here was a look out our window, and it's a view of the pool. And you can see the hot tub there. We're actually going to go down to the pool because we have nothing else really to do today on check-in day. They've got a little splash pad down there. I'm not going to take the camera. I'm not really going to film it. This is more about going to the park than it is the hotel here. But again, I just want to show you what they have. They do have a splash pad. So people looking into the hotel ticket packages like we did here, this is what you can look forward to. Well, it's the next morning now, and as I said at the beginning, the hotel portion was just very abbreviated. This is all about the theme park. So it is 8:40 in the morning. We are headed to the park. The park does not open until 10 a.m. But to get a nice positioning for rope drop, and we had nothing better to do. We are going straight to the park right now. Already dropped off our luggage with Bell Services, and we'll report on, crowd levels and things like that at opening in case anyone's thinking about coming to Knott's. 8:45 in the morning, and there are maybe 2 people over there that are not even workers here. None of the security lines are open. There's no line forming for security at the moment. So we're gonna pop down here to Starbucks. I believe there's a Starbucks right around the corner. Got nothing else to do, like I said. So, I mean, we could have sat in the room, I guess, a little bit, but we were either sitting in the room or sitting out here. So we just came out here. Never mind, Starbucks isn't even open over here. So nothing is open at the moment. It's an hour and 15 minutes before the park opens. So yeah, there's just nothing going on right now. Way too early to get here, but hey, you live and you learn, right? We don't mind. 9:10 a.m. and here's a look at the security line. People lined up on this side are regular guests, and then if you look on the other side there, people in purple are a school group. So when we checked into the hotel, we got 2 sets of receipts. The one on the right here is our regular admission, which this is already scannable, functionable as our admission. And there are 4 separate receipts for 4 separate admissions. Then the one next to it is actually for the fast lane, and we have to go redeem this somewhere. So it tells you right there where we have to redeem it. We have to get our wristband, and we can do it at the entry gates, which are right over there. At 9:20 a.m. they opened up security, and now we are awaiting at the gate. At 9:21 they opened up those gates, and I did find out that the entry ticket takers are these people right here that are going to give us the fast lane wristband. So it's not the ticket booths, it's the ticket takers. At 9:30 on the dot, they let us through the ticket lines. And because it took us a little while to get all of our first time photos, because they take photos the first time, everybody who's been here before, who's on a pass, got scanned in real quick right away. So we're probably going to be on the 2nd or 3rd ride of Ghost Rider, even though we were the first people in line. Well, there were 2 people in front of us in terms of security. You saw them earlier, but otherwise we were the first people in line, and this is already the group that managed to get in front of us just because they had annual passes and scanned in quicker. At 9:39 in the morning, the line is starting to move here at Ghost Rider. So we've just been standing here queued up. Now they're letting people into the ride. Doesn't mean they're going to let us on the ride, but I'll keep you updated each step of the way. So there are some people over there already that went in the fast lane entrance. We have fast lane wristbands. I just didn't realize that you could have gone through that entrance first thing in the morning. So that's the first ride through right there. Actually, that's the second ride through. There's already people on. Second ride through, and then we'll probably be like third or fourth. And at 9:45 a.m., they are already sending a ride through. So that's 15 minutes before the park opens. So I guess that was our first mistake, not going through the fast lane when we had it. But I guess this will just show you regular rope drop procedures for people without fast lane. They are filling the third ride through. That's the second one right there. They're filling the third one with fast lane people first, and then they're going to let standby through. At 9:50 a.m., we will be the fourth vehicle. 9:50. So just 5 minutes, and they've gotten through. 3 ride vehicles. This will be the fourth one in 5 minutes. Moving pretty quickly here at Ghost Rider in the morning. 9:55, we got off the ride, so we're gonna go find something else to go do now. Of course, we could probably just go right back through if we wanted to because of the wristbands. Wristbands are unlimited. How did we get the wristband? I don't know if I mentioned that. We did a hotel ticket package deal. We saw that they had a deal that included a fast lane wristband. And for 4 people, we paid $360. $360 that included a hotel, admission for 4 into the theme parks, and free fast lane included with those purchases as well. The hotel itself, if you were to book the hotel by itself, is around $200 or so. So we paid essentially $160 for admission and fast lane. That's $40 a person. $40 a person for admission and fast lane when you remove the hotel cost. So that's really, really good. I liked that deal. That's why we booked that deal. But I should say, Benjamin did not like Ghost Rider. We can't film. I should also say that. Can't film on rides here. So it may be a little less exciting of a video because there's no ride footage. But Benjamin didn't like that. He thought it was a little too fast. It was a lot faster than I remember even. Sorry, we'll talk about that in a second. This is the park opening ceremony, and they are doing something with the flag, so we're going to turn the camera off. And as soon as the Star Spangled Banner ended, rope drop has begun, and there they go. Everybody is off to the races now. Okay, so we are off to Jaguar right now because it is not on fast lane. So we want to do Jaguar and Accelerator before the park gets busy because both of those rides are not on fast lane. And just to talk about Ghost Rider, that was Benjamin's first wooden roller coaster. It was a lot faster than I remembered Ghost Rider being, and it was a lot longer than I remembered it being. And so Benjamin was scared, I think primarily because of all the wood flying above his head. He said he was afraid of getting hurt. He had his head ducked down the entire time. Poor little guy. He didn't really, he was afraid to go on Incredicoaster the first time as well. And we had to talk him and coach him through certain things. So I think if we encourage him and tell him, hey, you're not gonna get hurt by the wood, it's okay, he might go on it again later. We'll see. Amy just was like, I don't think so. But we'll see. This here is Silver Bullet. We really want to ride this later. I was inches away from riding it the last time that we were here. For James's first time, and I'll link to that video down in the description if you want to check out James's first experience here at Knott's. And this ride broke right before I got on it, unfortunately. So here's Jaguar. It's this temple building here, and they still have trains sitting on the track. So I don't think this is open just yet.
No one has come out here yet.
My guess is that we'll have to go to Accelerator first. Never mind, the line is open. There are people going in as well. So here we go. We'll do this one next. Here's the interior of the queue. This is pretty much all we're going to be able to show you are probably queue spaces, and we can show you the rides operating outside because most of the rides here are exterior, so we should be able to watch the vehicles go by a little bit later on. I think right now though, for rope drop at time, we're literally just going to be trying to get as much done as we possibly can, as quickly as we can, so that we can maximize our day here. And here it is, Jaguar. We're going to be getting on this coaster as soon as they get it ready. Doesn't look like it's quite ready yet. When we got off, there was absolutely nobody in line, and they just said if you wanted to ride again, you could stay on, except for we were already off when they said that. There were about half the people that stayed on, so you could absolutely have just ridden that again. Today is Thursday, June 12th. This video is not going to come out for quite a while. I'm not really in a rush to put this one out. And so it'll be a couple of weeks since we've been here, but it's a Thursday, just in case you're wondering. Benjamin liked that ride a little bit more, but he said that it was too short. I thought that the ride was significantly longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like Coastersaurus short or Barnstormer short, something like that, but it was pretty quick. Or not pretty quick, pretty long. I thought so. So anyway, we're going to try to go over to Accelerator now. That's the red one with the big loop there. Again, it's not on fast lane, so we want to get these fast lane rides done. There's a little claw attraction going over there. The park is pretty empty, pretty dead. They have another like claw type attraction right over there that nobody is going on. I saw a worker there, so I know it's open, but just nobody going on it. And so it's not running. They've got workers, I think, at all of these rides. But if there's nobody in line, they're not going to operate. Like here's swings right here. Nobody in line for swings, nobody riding swings. It is now like 10:20 in the morning. I don't know if I've said it, but this is only my second visit to Knott's when the rides have been open. We came during COVID times for the Boysenberry Festival. And that was only food. There was no rides. It was like 2021. That's what we're doing next, Accelerator. I don't think Benjamin's tall enough for that, so Amy's probably gonna have to sit out. But James was not tall enough the last time we were here, so he really wants to do Accelerator. And again, it is not on fast lane according to their website, so we can't use the wristband on it. So it's our goal to do that sort of stuff now. We can do wristband stuff all throughout the day. Now, this is 200 feet, by the way, 200 feet, this loop. They have one of these at Cedar Point, the Top Thrill Dragster, or it used to be called that. I think they replaced that ride. It was 400 feet. I was too chicken to do the 400 feeter, but this one is only 20 feet taller than the one at Hershey Park, Storm Runner, and I liked Storm Runner. I've done Accelerator before too, but 200 feet is manageable to me. And here is the ride entry. By the way, I am on my iPhone today. Did not want to bring all my filming equipment for the Osmo Pocket 3, so we're just filming out of convenience on the iPhone. They do have a fast lane. All right, well, we'll go through the fast lane then. Now, on their website, it said they did not have a fast lane. No, he's definitely not tall enough. So they got to sit out. James is experiencing a little bit of fright and fear before going on, so they have a test vehicle here. Are you going to do it, bud? Okay, all right, we're going to do it. We're going to go through the fast lane. Here we go. Well, I apologize for the misinformation that I shared earlier about Jaguar had a fast lane scanner, and it looks like Accelerator does as well. We literally looked on Knott's own website last night to see if there were any rides not included on fast lane, and Accelerator and Jaguar were not listed under their list of actual fast lane attractions. So again, I apologize for the misinformation. I was using Knott's website to dictate what I shared here. After scanning our wristbands, we're going straight up to the ride vehicle here. They had a separate line for the front row up there. We accidentally got in it. I don't think James wants to be in the front row on his first go, so we went to the back. I like the back row. What'd you think, bud? Did you like it? Yeah? You want to go again? All right. Swapping with the kids. Your turn.
My turn.
Your turn.
I want to ride it.
Your turn.
I want to ride it.
Aw, James is nice. He said that we don't have to because Amy doesn't want to.
Is it really that bad? No?
It's not that bad. It's really not that bad.
It's really short.
It is really short. It's 20 seconds long.
I know. I'm just more worried about the little lap though.
Oh, it's fine.
Really?
It's fine. What do you think, James? You think Mommy should go? All right, there they go. I talked him into it. Good luck. So James is my little daredevil, and when he took a look at this big like loop up there, he was actually a little frightened, a little afraid. He was nervous to get on. I talked him into it, said that he would be 100% perfectly safe. I knew he would love it. He just needed to give it a shot. And we were on the ride vehicle. He wanted to hold my hand, but he couldn't because of the type of vehicle that it is. I said, you're gonna be fine. I said, do you want to ride this again afterwards? And he was like, he didn't want to do it. But as soon as we got off, like as soon as we went up the loop and we went down the loop, I looked over at him and he had the biggest smile on his face. When we got done, I said, do you want to do it again? And he was like, yeah. So I knew he was gonna love it. It's not as bad as it looks. It's definitely scarier in appearance than it is being on the ride. And he loved it. Right next to Accelerator is Supreme Scream. I don't think we're gonna ride this one. It's basically Guardians of the Galaxy and Jumpin' Jellyfish. The height and speed of Guardians, but the outdoor exposure of Jumpin' Jellyfish. And that's like a hard pass for me. It's getting ready to drop. It's actually not as fast as Guardians, but still. Don't think I'll be doing it. Okay, how was it?
I don't like that part.
The launch?
Like, if they had a ride photo going, I was probably like, I have to ride the long
But was it fine?
It was fine once I got over the...
Once you got over the
Once
hump?
I got over the hump. I actually had my eyes open once I got to the top of the hump.
Yeah.
I had my eyes closed on the blast off.
Really?
Yeah.
10:43 in the morning, 3 rides down. Don't know what we're doing next. Actually, technically 4 ride-throughs. James has been on 4 because he did Accelerator twice. So Benjamin was eyeing up Coast Rider next, which is basically Goofy Sky School or the Technic Coaster. It's a Wild Mouse attraction. Or right next to it, Benjamin said he would do Hang Time, which is like SeaWorld's Emperor, but without the shoulder restraint and only a lap restraint. And, but instead, I think we're gonna go do Knott's Berry Farm. It is kind of like a shooting game, like Buzz Lightyear, Toy Story Midway Mania, that sort of attraction. It's one of the longer lines in the park, and again, I think we want to try to get it done early in the day. Even though we have wristbands, we want to try to get the ones that, because the wristbands aren't like, they're not Disney's Fast Pass, okay? From what I remember before, the last time we were here 3 years ago, they only cut the line like in half. So if it's a 2-hour wait, you're still waiting like an hour. It's not like immediate boarding. So we're trying to get some of these more busier rides later in the day done now.
And unfortunately, we discovered this week that Pony Express is closed. We were kind of looking forward to that one, even though it's a really, really short ride. I think that one might be shorter than Accelerator.
I don't think it's quite that short.
About
but,
the same.
Yeah. Though I think we're taking a quick detour. We see the Scrambler ride over here. I don't think this one is on Fast Lane. And there's like nobody in line. And I don't think the kids have ever been on a classic Scrambler. So we'll go do that one first.
You gotta do a classic Scrambler.
Classic Scrambler. So this ride, they said to put smaller guests in first. And you know, I was like, okay. I didn't really think of anything of it. Then when we're on the ride, basically the G-forces went like this, wonk, and he was slammed up against me the entire time. And so I was like, yeah, I get it now. But we've renamed this ride, or nicknamed it, the Cuddle Ride, because Benjamin was nice up and snuggly against me the entire time. So it was like, I kind of like that ride. Go ahead.
James is big enough now compared to me that it's more like Squish Mommy ride. Because he was squishing me.
Okay, oh, sorry, not Berry Tales. Did I say Knott's Berry Farm before? Yeah, okay, this is the whole thing, Knott's Berry Tales. That's what I did, Berry Tales. 11 a.m., and this is the standby line. We didn't even skip anybody doing Fast Lane. I'm just shocked. Okay, so we came on a weekday. The last time we came was on a weekend. The crowds are much, much better on a weekday. This has just been amazing. The park's been open for an hour, and all the lines look like this right now. Here are the ride vehicles at Berry Tales. You can see the guns in there as the blasters. Again, this is a score points type of game. So it looks like the blasters are just like Toy Story. You pull a cord. I was first at 172,000. James was fourth at 95. There it is, 172. Benjamin had 54. James had 91,000 and Amy had 95,000. Well, there is the scoreboards. I don't know what times 85 means or any of that sort of stuff. But you can see James there at fourth, Amy at third. Apparently, these are the best people of all time, however. Same guy. Oh, the same guy, 3 separate times. They even have a best of the day board, and I didn't even come close to that either. Ooh, a fun arcade. I forgot they had an arcade. The ride spills out right into here. And here's a look at how much things cost. $15 for 60 credits. And how much is this like claw game? 10 credits. 10 credits. Without the discount for buying more, each credit is 25 cents. That makes this claw game $2.50. Or it makes this carnival wheel game $3 because this is 12 credits. We're gonna do the bumper cars next, Wheeler Dealer, and then we're gonna get some lunch. There's no fast lane here at Wheeler Dealer. We're gonna get in line and see how long it takes. Well, we made it on the very next one. I'm gonna pick somewhere completely different than them. I don't want to be in a traffic jam. That was really, really slow and entirely not fun anymore. Like, I remember used to loving bumper cars as a kid, but that, like, I don't know, the speed at which that went was just, there was no thrill in even bumping, because when you did make contact with somebody, there was no bump whatsoever. You didn't even feel it. That's how slow it was. Ooh, water rapids ride. That looks fun. I'll have to check that out later. Walking by Pony Express right now. Again, can't do that. Pony Express is closed. It's only closed for like 4 days, and it happens to be when we booked to come here. So we tried to move our trip to next week instead once we discovered that, but they did not have any availability for our fast lane ticket deal. I turned to good old Google to tell me where to eat because we don't know. And it looks like a lot of people on Reddit were saying repeatedly over and over again, Ghost Town or Fiesta Village, Ghost Town or Fiesta Village. Those are where the best food is located. I guess there's like a barbecue place here. It might be right here actually, because this looks like a barbecue type thing here. And then Mexican up in Fiesta Village. And we're gonna start with the Ghost Town for, yeah, it's barbecue, it says right here. So we're gonna start here for lunch. And this is what they have at this place. Prices are kind of high, like for hot dog. Like, look, 18 bucks for a hot dog. That's pretty high. Well, I got the barbecue steak plate. Doesn't look like it has barbecue sauce on it, but they had barbecue sauces on the side, so I grabbed a couple of those. And then it came with 2 sides. I chose the garlic cheesy bread and then a baked potato. And so that was my meal. That was like $18.99 or something like that. I don't remember. I'll look at the prices and put them on the screen. And then this was the barbecue rib plate. And they got corn on the cob and a baked potato. And Amy's gonna eat the baked potato. And this, the boys are gonna split the meat and the corn. And Amy's gonna eat the baked potato as her lunch. So, my thoughts on the food. The portion size was rather large. Sandwich, I mean, that baked potato alone would be filling for most people, probably. Baked potato and the sandwich and the bread, plenty of food for the $18.99. So, not complaining about the price whatsoever. The value is definitely there. However, the quality of the food, this item was like just barely a step above Disneyland's chicken tenders. And if you watch my channel long enough, you probably know my thoughts on Disneyland's chicken tenders. And my like least favorite thing in the entire park. So this food, for being recommended on the internet as one of the best places in the park, and to find out that the food was just barely above Disneyland's worst, doesn't give me very good hopes for the rest of the day. Any thoughts on your end?
I agree with value because I'm splitting the rib plate with literally between me and the kids, and they shared half a piece of corn and some meat, and I'm eating most of the baked potato.
She actually got a rib too.
Yeah. They said it was 2 ribs, but we definitely got 3, so it's feeding all 3 of us, which is decent then in that terms of value.
So I just went to the ice cream location here because they have ices there, and you all know that I am obsessed with Slurpees and ices and things. So I got a cherry Coke icy. The cherry's on the bottom, the Coke mostly throughout the thing. But what I noticed whenever we were at the Fireman's barbecue and we were ordering for their drinks, they had a refillable cup, but then they also had a slightly more, the refillable cup, all day free refills was $20. But then I noticed they had a $30 more expensive option that included free refills on ices all day. So I inquired about that, and they told me that it was something that you had to purchase online, that they did not have, that you couldn't get that here in the park, and you had to have pre-purchased that. And I was like really confused and like, what? I said, well, let me go talk to a location that actually has ices. So I went up to the ices and said, do you have the like free refill icy plan? And they're like, well, you can buy one of these icy bottles, and they had a refillable cup that had an icy logo on it. And then they said, but you have to pay $5 every time you want to refill the icy. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. The things are $5. Why would I have to pay $5 after buying a refillable icy thing? What they were confused on was that the cup was just a souvenir cup. No special plans for refills. And I had to go take a picture of their actual like advertisement that said $19 for the regular one, $30 for the icy one. And the girl told me still that that was like a premium plan or a premium cup, that I had to do that online before I got. I was really confused. So I said, it says right here that you can pay $30. And they're like, well, you have to have a season pass. Like, there's separate prices right below it for the season pass for an all season long refill thing for like $50. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. So they went and they got a manager, and the manager came out and said, oh yeah, that's our new drink plan. Apparently they've never done that before. The girl didn't even know about it. She said, here, I'll talk to you about it afterwards. Let's ring him up. So they rang me up. I got a new wristband, the yellow wristband on my wristband here. I can get one of these every 15 minutes all day long. Icy, hot chocolate, coffee, fountain drinks, that sort of thing for $30. I figured, why not? I'd give it a try. So yeah, unlimited ices. I'm all down for that. After lunch, we're trying to figure out what to do. The Calico Mine Ride's right over here, Calico Mine Co. But Benjamin seems to have his heart really set on doing the log flume over here. I think it's like Timber Mountain something. I don't remember what it's called. I did mention that this is only my second time here, right? So go easy on me. Here it is, Timber Mountain Log Ride. This is the entrance for Fast Lane, and the people over there are in the standby line. So we're gonna do the Fast Lane right here, and then this is where it meets up with the standby. We'll film through the queue area here. I did just ask if I needed a poncho or not for this ride. They said if you're in the front row, you may, if you don't want to get completely drenched. But otherwise, you know, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's not like it's not the Calico River Rapid thing that we saw earlier. The backside of water! O2H! 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 Here's a look at our wetness level. Benjamin was in the front row. He doesn't even really look all that wet. James kind of looks the most wet in the second row. Amy is a little bit wet on the leg. And that's my wetness level. Not really a whole lot. That ride was basically like Splash Mountain, and it still had all the like, you know, Western sort of vibes to it, because that's what Knott's Berry Farm is. And at least with, you know, like Calico and Timber Mountain and that sort of thing. So that was fun, except for it went really, really fast. Like really fast. You couldn't even look at half of the dioramas because of how fast it went. Now we're gonna come over here to the icy and get an icy refill, cause I can every 15 minutes. And this time we got boysenberry flavor. Oh yeah, before we talk about that, tell us about the shower at the hotel last night.
Oh yeah, I had a shower this morning and I smell like boysenberries. There was boysenberry and vanilla shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and lotion. I'm like all for it.
It totally made you smell like boysenberries.
If 7-Eleven had a boysenberry flavor, ooh, that'd be so good, but they don't.
The sun came out now, and we are doing the Calico Mine Co., the train that goes through like the mountain here. And Yeah, this is, I guess, this is the fast lane entrance. And this is the train that we're getting on right here. I think this is where they let people off. So the fast lane lets you get on before you even get over to the standard loading, which I assume is going to be further down that way. So this ride is empty. There's like nobody in the line there. And there's still plenty of seats in a lot of the different vehicles. This one moves slow enough. They don't seem to care about filming here.
Space bar. Take a look at that. My, what a beautiful sight, I tell you.
And because I can, yep, we're gonna go get another icy. This every 15-minute thing is dangerous. Although for some reason, every time I get one, Benjamin keeps stealing it. Since I got like 2 sips of that thing, we're gonna go get something else for me. Boysenberry Dippin' Dots. Yeah. I feel like we're gonna spend a lot of money today, like more than at Disney. Probably. Hard to see the prices up there, but the snack is like $8.49 and the large is like $10.99. So for an extra $2.50, we just went with 2 larges instead of a like snack or regular. James got a Oreo and I got the boysenberry. Amy's gonna split with me out of the boysenberry. I'll probably still end up having some of James's because I don't think he's gonna have that whole thing. And Benjamin literally confiscated my entire icy. I got like 2 sips. Well, as soon as Benjamin saw the Dippin' Dots, he suddenly got rid of his icy real quick. And now he's gonna have some of the cookies and cream ones. I had a couple of spoonfuls of the boysenberry on the walk over to this area where we're sitting. It's the barbecue place just outside of Accelerator. And these things are really good. I forgot how good this is. I just love boysenberry Dippin' Dots. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Everything boysenberry is amazing, isn't it? Mm-hmm. We need to try the boysenberry punch too. That comes the wristband. Well, sorry, the wristband will also get us some boysenberry punch too. So even though I have been here before, there's still plenty of rides that I've never done. Like the Timber Mountain log ride we did earlier. We didn't do that last time because the line was just too long and we didn't have wristbands. We didn't have fast lane. So we didn't do it. And Sierra Sidewinder was closed and we're going to go do that right now. But they just closed off this pathway that we needed to get across because the train is coming. And then of course there's Silver Bullet too. So still lots of firsts for us. Here's the train. Oh, that was real short. A lot shorter than I thought it would be. But then here comes the horse-drawn carriage as well. That one looks fun. We'll have to give that a try later too. Now we're walking over into the Camp Snoopy area where they have little kid rides. But I believe the entrance to Sierra Sidewinder is somewhere over this way too. Like I said, it's been a while since we've been here, and this is only my 3rd time physically in this park. Only my 2nd time with the ability to ride rides. So I'm not like 100% familiar with where everything is, but this is a fun park. It really is. Our kids have pretty much officially outgrown Legoland. We let our annual passes lapse. And so we have some extra funding if we wanted to put in our annual passes from Legoland into annual passes from Knott to Knott's Berry Farm. We absolutely could just transfer the funds we would have spent to that. So something to consider. Maybe. We'll also see how this video does on the channel. If you guys really enjoy Knott's Berry Farm content, we might add it into the mix along with Disneyland and Universal Studios. Those are the 2 main places that I go here on the channel for regular updates, but Knott's might be worthy of consideration. Right over there is Flying Ace, a little Snoopy ride. And off to the side, Sierra Sidewinder. We just have to find the entrance. Hopefully it's running. I haven't actually seen it running.
I just saw it running.
Did you? Okay. You can meet Linus. I love Linus. I also love the song Linus and Lucy, my favorite. You know, these fast lane entrances are like really obscure sometimes. Oh, there it is. Like, where'd it go? I lost track of it. There it is. So the thing with these ride vehicles is that this whole ride vehicle can spin and will spin, like, and turn while you're on the ride. So this is going to be interesting. Wow, that was a lot of fun. I really liked that one. It was over way too soon.
You couldn't tell where you were going at all.
But I was really fun. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I mean, I don't know that anybody knows, but I think the Hollywood Drift coaster that's coming in at Universal is going to be similar, where the ride vehicle can, you know, turn. So, like, you're not always just facing forward on the track.
Except that one's going to be a lot more intense.
Yeah, well, definitely. That's going to be like a, you know, major, like, scream coaster.
Doesn't that one go upside down, too? And
I
stuff?
don't remember. This one's just going to be really fun. Just really fun. Definitely a kid coaster. That was Jaguar going above us, but Sierra Sidewinder, definitely like family-friendly coaster. Really, really fun
My only
though.
complaint is going up the lift hill backwards hurts because you're like leaning against the.
We were in the front row. James and I were, so we had like, you know, that look of like there's nothing in front of us. We're looking straight down at a drop off, and then Amy was like backwards. I'll show you. So Amy was like the person in the white, and then the lady in the gray, like right next. You know, they were all facing downward the whole time they were going up the lift hill. It is just shy of 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which means we've been here for a little less than 4 hours, and it's open until 8, so we have 6 more hours to go. Everything that we've got done today so far has just been like phenomenal. We've just been doing so much. I would say the first 2 hours the park was open. Most everything was walk-ons, was really good. Again, it's a Thursday, not a weekend. Saturdays are going to be way busier. But I have noticed that most of the rides are like hour-plus waits for standby at this point. Wristband has still been allowing us to mostly walk on. I think the one exception is Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider, the estimated wait time for Fastlane is actually 45 minutes currently. Or it was the last time I looked, 90 minutes standby. So there's a lot, like, you know, that we're still walk-ons with Fastlane, but some of the bigger rides still have some waits. The next ride we're gonna go do is Silver Bullet. Unfortunately, Benjamin is not tall enough for this ride either, 54 inches. He didn't even make the 52 inches required for accelerator. So he's gonna have to sit this one out. And James, if James likes this ride, he'll get the ride twice, once with me and once with Amy. But we're gonna go on this next. There's me. You can't really see James. You could tell I was having fun. Wow, that was a super fun ride. But for me, I feel like as I get older, rides like that are kind of like a one and done. I don't think I could do it again. Got a little bit of a headache afterwards. Your feet are hanging the whole time. And there's a bunch of twists and there's a bunch of turns and inversions and that sort of thing. We'll show it to you right here. Here it goes. There's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. I lost track of it temporarily. There's five. Just happened around the corner. I think they're going... Oh, they went over that way somewhere. 6. 7. You go over the lagoon here. Go around. And then back into the bay. I had a smile plastered on my face the entire time. I mean, the whole time. I just don't think I could do it again. How was it, bud?
Good.
You liked it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What?
He's gonna go do a ride.
Wait.
Go ride
Hang
hang time.
time? You want to go do hang time?
No, next time we come.
Next time we come? What do you mean next time we come?
Knott. Next time we come to Knott.
What do you want to do right now?
I want to go ride Coast Rider.
Okay. Amy's feeling the way I just felt, huh?
It's fun, but it goes upside down a lot.
Way too many times.
A lot.
Way too many. At least 7 times.
I
I lost
think
track
so.
of it, like behind the bushes. But...
Yeah. I'm like, okay, we're not renting hang time next because I couldn't go upside down again right now.
I think that's it for the things that Benjamin can't do now. It was just Silver Bullet and Accelerator. And now we're gonna go do something else that Benjamin can do, of course. He wants to go do Coast Rider, but after that last ride, I think we need something tame. So we're probably gonna go do the Stagecoach. Oh boy, Butterfield Stagecoach. I don't think it has fast lane and it says 60 minutes. I don't think we're doing that right now. But before we do anything else, yeah, we did another drink stop. This time, this is boysenberry punch. Ooh, punch boysenberry. Lots of boysenberry flavored things. Okay, I know this is what you've been wanting. Is everything you wanted it to be? You can literally show up at just about any location that has fountain drinks, and so this is actually a funnel cake stand, but there was nobody at it, and this is where we filled up at. Well, I think we're just gonna wander now. Well, I'm sure we'll ride more rides, we'll hop in line for things, but I feel like we got everything done that we wanted to do, and it's only like 2:30 in the afternoon. I can't really think of any other rides that we missed. I mean, there's loads of rides here. Did we really want to do hang time though?
Benjamin's convinced he wants to, but I'm not convinced he actually wants to.
Coast Rider, but I mean, Coast Rider is just a wild mouse. Like all the big stuff we wanted to do, we did it all. So that was good. Like I said, I think we're just gonna wander. We're definitely gonna ride some more rides. We'll redo some rides that we already did, but I don't know, like, I'm gonna turn the camera off and we're just gonna enjoy like poking around in shops and things for a little bit. Oh dear, look what Amy found. You control it. She's like, I need this for crazy hat day at school.
I think I might.
We popped into the bakery here. I said I was turning the camera off, I know, but I just keep pulling it out because there's fun stuff to look at, like the Snoopy cookie and the boysenberry sugar cookie. Benjamin would really like you to show you the Snoopy cupcake. And then look over here, look over this way. There's a boysenberry macaroon. So Benjamin said he wants to go do Sierra Sidewinder again. And that's where we're walking towards right now. As it comes in here, you can probably see how the vehicles spin. That gives you a little bit better idea of what to expect with Sierra Sidewinder. At this point in the afternoon, it is crazy hot now, and we want to go down the Timber Mountain log ride again. That's it right there. So we get to go down under this little walkway here, this little tunnel that goes under the like stagecoach path and the train path, and then loop back around and we'll go to the Timber Mountain log ride. Benjamin's got it in his mind that because we got an icy after the Timber Mountain log ride last time, we have to get an icy after we do the Timber Mountain log ride this time. He's a boy after my own heart. Sounds like a plan, Benjamin. Posted wait time over at the standby entrance is 60 minutes. The fast lane is down here. I don't know exactly how long it's going to be this time. We will time it. This is it right here. So for the first time, we will actually time a wait. Although, I mean, there's absolutely nobody in this line. The backside of 028. Again. All right, here we go. Who's wettest again? Let's go. Let's take a look at Benji. The sunshine's making it kind of hard. There you go. You can see you in the shade. See in the shade there.
I got a little bit more wet than last time, but I'm still not super wet.
Yeah, I think Benji's wettest this time. I think he wins the wetness award. How long did we wait?
About 16 minutes.
But that included the ride because we forgot to check before we got
I
on.
forgot to set it right away, so it was probably about 15 minutes.
About 15 minutes. We're gonna go over and get a drink now. Slurpee number 4. Well, drink number 5. I don't know why they. I don't know why they put it in a plastic cup this time. They tried to tell me that the plan that I got did not include ices. I told them it's already the 4th one I've grabbed today, and I paid for the one that includes ices. It's literally on all their advertisements right there at the counter. The number of people today who don't seem to realize that there is a plan that includes free ices is baffling for like workers who are supposed to be knowledgeable about what they're selling. So a little confusing, but anyway, this is drink number 5. In order to actually like make this wristband worth it, we need a minimum order of 6 drinks. So we need 1 more, and that's just to break even. And then everything after that will be icing on the cake.
Icing on the cake?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Benjamin wants to do Coast Rider now. And again, that's basically just like Technic Coaster. Goofy's Sky School, it's a Wild Mouse. And we'll go do that next, that's fine. It's the one of the ones we haven't done yet. And here is this ride. Again, can't really see it very well. They won't be able to film it, of course, but that's it. Little Wild Mouse ride. So this ride is laid out exactly like Technic Coaster. It has the big drop. It's got the little twisties up there, and then it goes down and around. So nothing like, you know, super special or anything, but Benjamin has been begging to do this all day. They also have a SeaWorld style sky tower there. It's like basically like a nice little lobby area. You sit down in some comfy seats and it goes up and it twirls really high up. So you get really good views of the city and all that. Did you like it, Benji?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mommy
Why-
was scared.
Mommy was scared?
Yeah.
Mommy was scared?
I was scared. I was in pain.
Yeah.
Why? You can't leave it like that. You have to tell them why.
They have this like knee bar that goes down as well as your lap belt, and we didn't know about it. And it's like I was on my tiptoes because I wasn't expecting it.
Yes, the bars hit my knees before the lap bar got to my lap. So there was like a 6-inch gap between my waist and this bar, but my knees were wedged to the seat. It wasn't really comfortable. There are a bunch of little rides around the park. We're not necessarily going to be doing all of them. This is Wipeout. Last time Amy did this ride, she said she about got sick. So she's not doing it again, but they have a lot of these little guys, a lot of them. So there's actually, I feel like there's like way more rides here than there are at Disneyland, but a good chunk of them are like these little type rides as opposed to like, you know, the bigger coasters. They do have a lot of bigger coasters though too. That's, I think that's Silver Bullet there in the background. Oh, and then Hang Time is right here. There it goes, it's going right now. So Hang Time is Emperor at SeaWorld, but with only a lap bar instead of a shoulder restraint. I don't know if I said that already. It's a dive coaster. So here's the Hang Time ride vehicle. Amy's trying to, I guess, work herself up to actually being willing to do it.
I'd still be like freaked out.
Ready to get off?
I mean, I don't think you would like fall out, but
Wanna
it
get
still
off?
doesn't feel very secure.
Well, it's up to you. It's right here. Do you want to do it? Here is the standby wait currently. Yeah, a little high for standby. Of course, I mean, that's why we've got the fast lane bands, but I couldn't imagine coming here without the fast lane. Truly, I couldn't. The other hesitation that Amy has is this right here. This is the lift hill. This is the lift hill. Yeah, it goes straight up. Straight up. And then you're gonna come over here, and just like Emperor, the reason why it's called Hang Time is you're literally gonna stop and you're gonna hang. You're gonna look down and you're gonna wait there for a little bit. And then after a few seconds, it's gonna let you go, And then you have a nearly vertical drop. In fact, Amy says it's less than vertical. Like you actually go backwards a little bit. So Benjamin said he wants to ride it, but he wants to ride it the next time that we come, when he's a little older. That's what he said. I'm not making this up. He said he wants to ride it, but not right now. Speaking of the next time that we come, I mean, we were thinking about upgrading our tickets to a pass today, but I don't think we're gonna do that because I think maybe the next time that we come, we just want to get this deal again where we can get the fast lane. Or, you know, the other thing that we're thinking about is if we do upgrade to an annual pass, only coming up here for rope drop from like, you know, 10 to noon and then going to Disneyland. So we would need like a Disneyland reservation during the same day. That way, once this park gets too busy and all the wait times are like 75-minute plus, then we have Disneyland to go to. Because at least most of the rides over there don't really go above like 30 to 35, even amongst the busiest part of the day, unless you're looking at the e-tickets like Space Mountain and Big Thunder. Amy wants a drink now, and so here we go. This is gonna be number 6, so we make the wristband at least worth it. So these ones here have all sorts of different flavors. And there's also a freestyle machine here that's got a whole bunch of different stuff, so that's pretty neat. This location is over by Knott's Berry Tales. So since this one was completely for you, what'd you get?
Peach iced tea.
Peach iced tea. All right. Well, the next drink we're gonna get is gonna be a icy for the boys to split. I drank the last one mostly on my own. Benjamin had a couple of sips, but I was like, hey, you had like all of the last one. I'm getting this one. And the boys don't really like, oh, well, I guess Benjamin did kind of down one by himself last time, but James never really drinks one of those on his own. Even a small one at 7-Eleven, he can't really finish on his own. So the next one they'll be able to split, no problem. But now we are gonna go do Knott's Berry Tales again. Isn't this really cool? Super huge boysenberries. Even with fast lane, here's a look at the line for Berry Tales. We're gonna time it, starting it now. Just gonna pan the area from up here just so you can get a little bit of look at the park. I mean, not that there's a whole lot over at this corner. They do have a big theater over there. I don't think it's currently in use for anything though. Seems to be a recurring theme of theme parks. Less and less shows, less and less that sort of entertainment. At 18 minutes, we are about to get on the attraction. However, they haven't put like anybody behind us. They're just now starting to let the line go. The 4 people in the standby line have just been standing there, not moving at all for the entire 18 minutes. I was first again, and James is second this time. And this was my score. Benjamin had 1,300, James had 99,000, and Amy had 95,000. All right, so I learned that the first times number, last time we didn't know what it was. The first times number is how many pies you got. The second one is how many crafty coyotes you got. So I got 0 crafty coyotes. James got 2 of them. I guess there's like 10 in total. You need to try to get them on every screen. That means this guy on the best up screen, he has 9 crafty coyotes here, 8 crafty coyotes in his other 2 ones. But he got 145 pies in that screen right there. I'm gonna swing over here and get another drink since it's been more than 15 minutes since we got the last one. No ices at this location, but we can get just, you know, regular soda type stuff. This time I got 0 sugar Powerade fruit punch. So the guy over there was even like, oh, they changed the colors of the wristband on me. No, they didn't change the color of the wristband. It's just a different plan. The color of the wristband is different for the $19 plan. There's so many people that don't realize there's a plus plan that includes more than just fountain beverages like ices. I think I mentioned that we tried to change our plans to come next week, but couldn't because there was no availability for our specific hotel deal. But starting tomorrow, it's Knott's Summer Nights. So the park closes at 8 p.m. tonight, and tomorrow it'll start closing at 10 p.m. for the rest of the summer. And they'll have a lot more summer entertainment. So we missed out on some of that stuff, but that's okay. I don't know where we're going now. I think we're going back to the Fiesta Village area and ride some more rides. I don't know what. I'm gonna see if James wants to go on this thing. If he doesn't necessarily want to, we don't have to. We can go on Jaguar again. What do you want to do, bud? Soul spin?
I don't like like spinning rides.
All right, he doesn't want to do it. We'll just go on Jaguar. So it looks like the fast lane entrance is over here off to the side of the temple. We missed that earlier. It's okay. There was no line to skip before, but there probably will be now. So we'll take the fast lane this time. They really do like obscure looking places to put these lines though. We're gonna be in the back row this time. There it goes. Bye-bye. Bye, Jaguar. And then here comes the next one. Okay, here's Soul Spinner in action. That's the one that I was asking James if he wanted to do. Let's see how it goes. We're trying to figure out where to go for dinner, and the other popular place they said online was here in the Mexican area. I don't remember what this is called. The Fiesta Village? Fiesta Village. So there's a Casa, California over there we think is a sit-down. Papas Mexicanas here, which mostly has like carne asada fries. So I just looked it up, and Casa, California is not a sit-down. Actually, it's more like a Chipotle. They've got like, you know, burrito bowls and that sort of thing. I'm interested in that, but the only thing the kids would get there would be a cheese quesadilla, and Benjamin is not wild about that, so we're sitting down at a table at the moment, trying to look at all the different food locations, trying to figure out what we want to get. All right, Benjamin said he would eat a cheese quesadilla, so we're coming back here. And we'll pop in here. Smells like burrito bowls. So you can get burritos, bowls, or nachos, and then you get to choose your own stuff. So that's pretty nice. It's just about shy of 5 o'clock at the moment. And as we said, Benjamin got the kids meal quesadilla. I think this was $13, and he got a side of chips. He just really wanted chips, I think, more than anything else. But hopefully he eats the quesadilla as well. And then Amy got a burrito bowl. No burrito, of course, just the bowl. And I think this was like 18, 17, 18. I think it depends on the meat choice. Not exactly sure what meat choice she chose. And then I got a carne asada burrito itself. And so about $18. 18, and then 13 for the kids meal. James is going to split with Amy because neither one of them eat a whole crazy ton of food. Really, I don't even know if I'm going to eat all this burrito, so if Amy is still hungry, she can have some of mine because it's pretty big. Oh, and we got another drink. I've lost count at how many we've gotten now, but I know that we did more than the 6, so pretty much everything is gravy after this, and that is lemonade this time. Well, I thought that dinner was a lot better than the first meal that we had. I mean, it wasn't anything like special. It was like you went to Chipotle, but I found it to be really tasty and enjoyable.
I mean, I wish we had gotten more meat, because there wasn't a lot of meat.
I mean, isn't that typical of any place like that, though?
I don't know, like Chipotle, I feel like when you get their bowls, you still get a pretty decent amount of meat. But
well, whatever the case may be, I enjoyed that meal better than lunch, is all I guess I'm really getting at. Still nothing that like screamed as, oh, hey, this is super unique Knott's Berry Farm food. But
that's why you need to go to the chicken dinner place.
Well, yeah, we ate there last time. I didn't really care to go do it again.
But that's supposed to be like a brunch buffet. Like, you haven't gone to just like the regular restaurant where you just order off of the menu.
Oh, that's fair. We came during the Boysenberry Festival when they were doing something a little different. Linus and Lucy. There goes a really cute Snoopy coaster called Tender Paw Twister. Amy was like, that was adorable.
I want to ride with Snoopy.
Look at this. Isn't this just the most amazing little scenery area? We're back in Camp Snoopy, by the way. We're going to go exploring in the cave. I don't know where we're going.
Oh!
Well, this is where the cave went, but sadly, the bridges are blocked. We were passing by here and it's like, look, there's Snoopy. You can go do a Snoopy meet and greet, and there's like hardly any line. So we thought, why not?
Next friends, come on up. Oh, big hug for Snoopy. Beautiful.
Oh, great. Thank you, Snoopy. We came into the Snoopy store and I really like this t-shirt. This is an awesome t-shirt. And it's just Snoopy galore, Snoopy everything. Though it will be a big time commitment, I think at this point we are going to go ride Ghost Rider again. Benjamin said he wants to, and we have a fast lane, but I think it's still going to take at least 45 minutes. This is the standby entrance line here. That's where we went through earlier. There is a digital screen up there in front that as we walked by said 90-minute standby, 45-minute fast lane. We'll time it. We'll see if it's accurate, but I guess we'll find out. It is approximately 5:45 in the evening. We have 2 hours and 15 minutes left in the park. If this takes 45 minutes, as it says, it'll be about 6:30 by the time we get off. We'll see what we do after that. Well, that wasn't 45. And we are up next. There we are. All right, we gotta go look at the photos. I'm pretty sure I got a pretty awesome face. There it is. What is with James?
I don't know. He never shows any emotion.
So, how was it the second time?
Hooray! I want to do it again.
Yeah. So you got over your fear?
I want to do it again.
So, is Ghost Rider the best ride in the park? He just said to me, Daddy, Jaguar has dropped down to my second favorite ride. I think all it really was because, like I said, the first time he did it, he was like ducking down the whole time. He was just afraid that he was going to hit his head on the wooden, like supports. Once he learned that that wasn't going to happen, he's been totally fine. Something we did last time that I'd really like to do again is over here at the geode shop. I'd like to pick out a rock and have them cut it. Okay, so she's going to cut it here.
What it looks like on the inside.
Ooh, really nice.
Super
Yeah, I got a nice
cool.
hollow.
We got lots of really pretty clear quartz, and that kind of grayish clear on the outer part. On the inside, that's what we call a druzy quartz. So it's still formed like other crystal, but the crystals themselves are really, really tiny.
Some of these geodes in here are about the same price. The one we bought was 30 bucks, and these ones you already know what you're getting if you purchase some of these. So it's like maybe you should just come in the store and pick one of these ones. Look at that one. That one's pretty big, huh? But yeah, some of these are pretty cool. Ooh, Mexican coconut. That's cool. A little pricey, but cool. Ooh, I really like that one. That one's $92 for a pair. That's not too bad. So we're winding down now, I think. I promised the kids an icy, so we're gonna go find one. But we had to swing by the bottle house first. This is a Knott's icon. James doesn't even want to come in here, but you're coming in here to look at the bottles in the wall more so than the shop icon stuff. So we're gonna come to this icy location again, get some ice cream as well. At least I'm gonna get an ice cream sandwich anyway. Well, the boys got a blue raspberry icy, and I bought a Cookie Witch. Now this thing is massive. Massive. Let me put it back into 1x, get out of the fish islands. Like maybe this will show you how big this thing is. I am definitely not going to be able to eat this on my own. I don't even know how I'm going to fit this in my mouth. Like they put so much ice cream on this thing. Amy just got back with her snack, and she picked up a funnel cake, and the boys are picking at that as well. So one final little bit of snack, a little bit of food here before we head out. After managing to figure out how to eat that Cookie Witch, like you should have seen how big the ice cream was before they even like smashed it down. So they like just, if this was the cookie, they like layered it like pretty much all the way up to here and then put another cookie on top and then just smashed the thing. And wow, even they needed to put less ice cream on it and smash it down a little bit more so that I could actually, fit it in my mouth. But after managing to eat it, it made such a mess that I walked all the way down to Fireman's Brigade because they have like an outdoor sink area because of the barbecue, and I had to wash up because just napkins weren't cutting it. I am giving Amy some shade with my head right now, but tell me how your food was.
Yummy.
Yummy?
It's like Knott's tradition, I think.
Get a funnel cake?
Get a funnel cake. That and boysenberry Dippin' Dots.
And boysenberry Dippin' Dots. Boysenberry Punch. What else boysenberry did we get? Didn't we get something else? Boysenberry Icy.
Oh yeah, we did get a boysenberry icy. That one was good.
And one final one, because we'd been sitting there for 15 minutes and the wristband came in clutch again. Boysenberry Icy for Amy. So twice today we've come back by the jail to see if we can talk to the guy in there, but he's been snoring both times. So can't talk to him. And with our conclusion of our time here at Knott's Berry Farm, it is time for me to go back on my no sweets, sugar-free diet. Because pretty much all the weight that I lost at the beginning of the year, over the course of the new summer foods, the new 70th foods, the Hawaii trip, and now this, I pretty much gained it all back. And yeah, I need to drop another 10 pounds again. So back on the sugar-free diet. We will not be getting any sweets for a while. Thankfully, the next thing for Disney is not until August 22nd? August 22nd, when all of the Halloween foods drop. So that gives me a good solid 2 months to go sugar-free, even when we're at Disney. 6:45 p.m. We have an hour and 15 minutes left in the park if we wanted, but I think we're done. We're ready. We rode everything we wanted to, and we rode everything we really liked twice. We rode Ghost Rider, Jaguar, Sierra Sidewinder, the Timber Mountain Log Ride, all of those rides twice. And like I said, we got everything else done that we wanted to. Could have ridden Hang Time, but didn't really want to. There's tons of rides though. Tons more rides in this park. I want to say there's at least 20 rides we didn't do. Little fair type rides and things like that. Theme park type rides that you might find at, other Cedar Fair places. But yep, we're done. We're ready. We enjoyed it. Had a good time. And with that, we will call it a day. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. If you got questions, drop them in the comments below. I can't promise I have the answer because this is only my second time coming, but I will do my best to answer it. Click this video to check out some of my Disneyland content. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.